Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter 4, Principle of Mathematical Induction. Okay, so first of all, what is Principle of Mathematical Induction? We will discuss about it. Now remember that in 10th class you studied the formula of sum of n terms of an AP. Okay, that was what? That was n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, it was the formula of sum of n terms of AP. Okay, and also we know sum of first n natural numbers is what? N into n plus 1 whole divided by 2. Okay, but how did we get these? Okay, like after many different tries they have got this formula. Okay, now if we will take one by one term, we can prove that in that way. Like if I want to prove this sum of first n natural numbers, first of all I will take what? N equal to 1, then this sum will be what? Sum will be what? 1 into 1 plus 1 by 2. That means 1 into 2 by 2, 1. Okay, if I take n as 2, my sum will be 2 into 3 by 2. That means 3. That is what? 1 plus 2. Okay, like this we can take n10, n50. Okay, its sum will be what? I think 55, and this sum will be 25 into 26 something. Okay, this we will get. But if someone say that we know that sum of first n natural numbers is this, prove it for all n. Okay, because we can take anything, maybe it is 1000, 2000. Okay, so what they have done, they give us formula. Okay, so means these are certain results, means after many practices they have got this result. Okay, in terms of n, where n is what? A positive integer, or you can say natural number. Okay, now to prove such statements, now to prove these type of results or some statements, or we can say some theorems. Okay, we use a special technique. Okay, that we call principle of mathematical induction. That's your topic, name of chapter. Okay, so what is principle of mathematical induction? In algebra or in other discipline of mathematics, this is the definition given of PMI. You can say principle of mathematical induction as PMI. It is given in your book, that in algebra or in other disciplines of mathematics. Okay, that means what? Algebra or other parts of mathematics, there are some certain results or statements that are formulated in terms of n. Okay, there are what? it was first thing, different results or statements in terms of n. Okay, like in this way you can find many of them. Okay, where n is what? A positive integer. Okay, to prove such statements, the well-suited principle that is used based on specific technique, the well-suited principle that is used based on specific technique is called PMI. Okay, now look, there are many results or statements in type of n, and it is not necessary that every time you can use the same rule. Okay, if you start using this type of rule, it is not necessary that it will be followed by all of them. Okay, so the best principle, the well suited principle means the best principle that through which we can find the result, means we can prove them based on specific technique, means in specific way we will solve and we will get, that is called our PMI. Okay, now some examples are given. Okay, like we take two statements. Okay, like it is given Socrates what? Socrates was a man, I think a writer is a man. Okay, Socrates is a man. And another, all men are mortal. Mortal means what? Means they that will die. Okay, all men will have to die someday, so all men are mortal. Now on basis of these two things, these two statements that we have written here, I can form a third statement, that will be what? Socrates is mortal. Okay, now if it is true and this is also true, that means what? This type of statement will be formed and this will always be true. Okay, now similarly I take one more example, as this was first. Another example I can take is, first statement is 8 is divisible by 2. Okay, and another is any number that is divisible by 2 is a prime number. Okay, so on basis of these two statements I will form another. What will be that? That will be that 8 is a prime number. Okay. Now somebody asks that is it true? Okay. So to prove it true, we have to prove first these two things true. Okay, because if these two will be true, then only we have formed this third statement and it will be true. Okay, so like the same way, we are going to solve some questions based on principle of mathematical induction. And how are we going to solve them? It is a two-step process. Okay, now if we talk about process, first step will be what? Before first step, what we will say? There is a statement. Okay, there will be suppose a statement, means the question given to us, that is Pn. Okay, involving natural numbers, involving what? And I can say, okay, this is there. Then first what I will do, I have to prove that the statement is true for n equal to 1. Okay, first of all I will prove that the statement is true for n equal to 1. That means what? I.e. that means P of 1 is true. Okay, first of all we will prove this. Second will be what? If the statement is true for n is equal to k, the statement is true for n equal to k. Okay, k, we can say k is some, okay, some positive integer, and it can be, okay. The statement is true for n is equal to k if it is there, if the statement is true for n equal to k, means if this exists, that means what? That it means that the statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1. Okay, that means what? If P of k is true, that means P of k plus 1 will also be true. Okay, now on the basis of example we can study them. So first example is given to us. That for n equal to or greater than 1, for all n greater than or equal to 1, prove that. Okay, what we have to prove? That square of 1 plus square of 2 plus square of 3 plus square of 4, in this way till square of n, this will give us n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Okay, this is it. Okay, so by using principle of mathematical induction we are going to solve. So what will be our solution? First of all, let the given statement be P of n. Okay, first of all we will assume that the given statement is P of n. So that means P of n is equal to square of 1 plus square of 2 plus square of 3 plus square of 4. In this we tell square of n, that we have to prove equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Okay, so how we will do? First, for n equal to 1, for n equal to 1, what will be our Pn? Our P of n will be P of 1, we will write 1 here. So it will be what? Just in place of n we will write 1, that means square of 1, that is 1. Okay, this had we have proved. And if we put value of n 1 here, then that will be what? N into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. It will be what? 1 into 1 plus 1 into 2 plus 1 by 6. That will be what? 1 into 2 into 3 by 6. 3 to the 2 this. It will be also 1. Okay. So that means what? 1 is equal to 1. I can write this. So therefore what? P of n is true for n equal to 1. Okay, first step we have done. Okay, now second what we will do? We will assume. Okay, assume that P of n is true for n equal to k. Okay, that means what? If we have the value of n as k, that means it will be true. Okay, therefore what? We will get the value of P of k. P of k will be what means? In place of n we will write k everywhere. So that will be 1 square plus square of 2 plus 3 square plus square of 4. In this way till square of k we will write here. That will be equal to k into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 by 6. Okay, this will write. Now what we will do? We shall prove that P of k plus 1 is true. Okay, now we will prove that P of k plus 1 will be true. Okay, so therefore what? Everywhere in place of n, and that was given here, we will write k plus 1. Okay, so what we will get? We will get P of k plus 1 as square of 1 plus square of 2 plus square of 3 plus square of 4. In this way it is square of what? Square of k plus 1 square. Okay, here I have taken that k square as the preceding term as n. Okay, like it was given n here. Assume that n minus 1 whole square is also there. That also we have to add. Similarly, if I will put k plus 1 here, what I will get? Square of k. Okay, so this will be equal to what? It will be k plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1 plus into 2 into k plus 1 plus 1 all divided by 6. Okay, so it will be what? It will be k plus 1 into k plus 2 into 2k plus 3 by 6. Okay, That means what? We have to prove this whole equal to this. Okay, if it will be true, that means our question is true. So what do we have? We have square of 1 plus square of 2 plus square of 3 plus square of 4. This is our left hand side. Plus square of k plus k plus 1 square. Okay, now check this. Okay, when we are assumed that n is equal to k, we got some specific value of it. Okay, that is k into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 by 6. I can replace the value of this by this there. Okay, so what you will get? So this will be what? It will be k into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 by 6 plus k plus 1 square, as it is. Okay, now we can just solve it. So it will be k into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 plus 6 into k plus 1 whole square whole divided by 6. Okay, now I can solve. So k plus 1 as it is here, I can multiply this k with this, so I'll get 2k square plus k plus 6 into, now this I will open this square, it will be k square plus 1 plus 2k. Okay, or what we can do, we can leave this step, we can take k plus 1 common. K plus 1 is here as well as here, this square will be cancelled and we will take k plus 1 common. So what will remain? It will remain k into 2k plus 1 plus 6 into k plus 1, this whole divided by 6. Okay, now we can solve it. So k plus 1 will be as it is, it will be 2k square plus k plus 6k plus 6 divided by 6. This will be k plus 1 into 2k square plus 7k plus 6, or we can make factors here. This will be what? I can take k common here, it will be 2k plus 1 plus 6 common here. Sorry, we cannot do this, we have to just add them. So what we will get? We will get as k plus 1 into 2k square plus 7k plus 6 whole divided by 6. Okay, understood till here? So this we can write as what? It will be k plus 1, this I can write as 2k square plus 4k plus 3k plus 6 by 6, splitting the middle term. Okay, so this will be k plus 1 as it is, here I will take common 2k common, it will be k plus 2 plus 3 common, again k plus 2 whole divided by 6. Here I can take k plus 2 common, so what I will get? K plus 1 was already into k plus 2 and then 2k plus 3 by 6. Now you can check that it is equal to our right hand side. Okay, that was here. Okay, it is true. Now it is true for k plus 1. Therefore, p of k plus 1 is true. Okay. Whenever p of k is true. Okay, why we are writing this? Because we have put the value of p of k here. Okay, we have put the value of p of k, and on the basis of that we have proved p of k plus 1 as true. So that means if p of k will be true, p of k plus 1 will also be true. And then we write from PMI the statement p of n is true for all natural numbers. And this is a question. Okay, so today's your homework is to solve examples of this exercise. Only one exercise is there. It is lengthy. So today you have to do just the examples of this exercise in your rough notebook. Okay, thank you.